Welcome back, my friends. Ste Marie here. This video, well, we're going to get a little personal. We're going to talk about me. When anxiety started for me, what is the actual story? When did it start? How did I get from there? A generalized anxiety disorder diagnosis, major depressive disorder diagnosis, hitting rock bottom. How the heck did I get here to now speaking on stage? Isn't that the ultimate anxiety-inducing thing you can do is public speaking? So how did I get here? But I really want to dive into the story. Now, please, if you haven't watched the last 4 videos in this series, make sure you do. That's the foundation. We talked about why the mind-body method, why this multi-dimensional approach is so vital when conquering anxiety. And I showed you in the second video the first step you need to take in order to overcome anxiety for yourself. And then I show you this awesome physical and cognitive exercise you can do when you combine both of them together, right? You can use the cognitive exercise on its own and the physical, but they also work in harmony together. And that was to stop intrusive thoughts and silence those negative thoughts for a calmer mind and body, activating that parasympathetic nervous system. And in the last video, I showed you the entire blueprint of the course and how I'm going to walk you through step by step. 3 parts, 6 modules, 5 hours of content. Oh my God, it's awesome. Okay, so let's talk about me. I would have considered myself a worrier. My parents would have considered that as well. I was a worrier, even as a child. You know, if you're a worrier, hands up, right? It was constant. It was, Mom, remember cubbies? Mom, where's my cubby? Where am I going to put my shoes? What about indoor shoes and outdoor shoes? What time is snack time? When's recess? Okay, I go with these people at recess, but what if I go late for recess and can't find my friends? Okay, after school, are you going to pick me up? Where are you going to pick me up? What color's the car? Okay, because we have the blue one, then we have Dad's car. What car are you going to pick me up in? What if I want to walk home with friends? The constant cyclical thinking, the intrusive thoughts, the worries. Now, of course, at that time, it wasn't serious enough for me to talk about. And to be honest, at that age, it's very difficult for a child to talk about and to actually express that into words. But we like to put ourselves into these boxes. So what is I, an anxious child, right? Am I now an anxious person? Do I now have generalized anxiety disorder, right? Do I now have to deal with anxiety for the rest of my life? Right? These boxes we put ourselves in really aren't that useful when trying to overcome something, but that's another topic. So I was a worrier, but I didn't talk about it and going through elementary school, okay, and then high school and senior year as the pressure starts to build, as you're applying for university and college. I worked since I was 11 years old saving money. That's right, cutting grass around the community, delivering papers, right? I saved thousands and thousands of dollars working through high school too, part-time jobs throughout the year, working through the summer. Working construction as well, working through the town, working at golf courses. I worked my whole life so then I wouldn't actually, oh yeah, the factory too, building antennas. Forgot about that one. I worked so I wouldn't have to actually get a student loan. I paid for all of university myself. So senior year of high school comes along. I'm applying to schools. I don't know what to do with my life, right? And I'm working and I get in an accident. I fracture my PCL and tore my PCL, fractured my tibia. I'm on crutches first year university. I'm paying thousands of dollars for tuition. I can't do my physical exercises. I can't be active anymore. There's all these new social pressures. Anxiety got the best of me because I didn't actually deal with it throughout high school at all. I couldn't go to a party without throwing up. Like beforehand, I had no appetite. If I were going to a party and there was food, I wouldn't eat. And then I would drink to actually calm down the anxiety. Of course, hands up, right? Maybe you use marijuana to cope, maybe you use alcohol to cope, no judgment here. That's what I was doing. And of course, it made anxiety worse because when I was hungover, I felt terrible. And I go to parties on an empty stomach and then get way too drunk. Anxiety wasn't dealt with, okay? This is really important. Listen, that's really important. When anxiety is not dealt with, let me see if you can resonate with this. You keep fighting it. We're all fighters here. Whoever's watching this is a fighter. I know you're a fighter. You fight the anxiety. You get up out of bed, you feel worried, but you fight the day anyways. You go to work, you get the work done, you study, you socialize, you do what you have to do. And I kept fighting. And I had no cognitive tools. I didn't know what to do. Mental health wasn't discussed about. 12 years ago, which is when I was diagnosed, when I was dealing with all this anxiety, mental health wasn't as talked about as it is now, even just 12 years ago. So I didn't get the right help that I needed. So when you keep fighting and I become exhausted, it manifested into depression. So I see a psychiatrist, generalized anxiety disorder, major depressive disorder. Couldn't get out of bed, couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, study, etc., etc. You know the stories. So I'm given these two labels. I don't know what to do with this. I'm given psychiatric medication that I then took. I wasn't told about diet, what real foods are good for your brain that you need, what foods you should probably avoid to have a healthy brain, foods you should avoid if you deal with anxiety, foods you should probably eat, supplements. No one told me about this stuff. Specific exercises, cognitive exercises. No, it was here's the medication. So I took it on myself. I wanted to learn more about me. I wanted to learn more about anxiety. Why did that happen? What are these thoughts that are going through my mind? Can I control certain thoughts? How do I let go of certain thoughts? What exercises can I do? How can I change my diet? All of these things throughout the last 12 years, since 2008, I've been working on. And here I am. Anxiety free. It's been a heck of a ride. There's been suffering. There's been extreme suffering, extreme mental anguish. But over the past 12 years, I've learned so much. And that's why I'm building the course. I didn't create this yesterday. I wouldn't release something that I'm not proud of and to share with you all. This has been something 12 years in the making that I'm so proud of, that I can't wait to share with you all, to take you step by step so it doesn't take you 12 years to understand this, right? To take you step by step to feel more confident, to release the worry, to release the tension in the body. Because imagine the doors that open when we're free from constant anxiety. Remember the exercise. Imagine being at point B. That's why I'm creating the course for all of you. And I'm so excited to meet you all and actually go through step by step with you. Now, if you're really interested in the course, okay? Well, the early bird link to get early access to it, it's in the description. All you need to do is click, put in your email. You're going to get all the notifications you need via email sent right to your inbox. So you just follow that step by step. This is super easy, because the last thing you need is a complicated process in order to join the course, right? We make it very simple for you. So make sure you join the early bird, because what happens is you get access to the course first, because I don't want to work with 1,000 people. That's not the goal. That won't be helpful. I want to work with a small number of people. So I get to know you. I get to understand you, get to know the pain points, get to walk you through step by step. So I'm really I always smile at this part. I'm really excited to release this for all of you. So just make sure your email is on that early bird. Now, in the next video, I'm going to go into more detail and answer some questions that I've actually been getting when I've been releasing the last few videos, some common questions. So if you have a question, again, feel free to email me. Everything's in the bio. But please, watch the next video, because there's going to be some common questions and things I just will want to address. So make sure your notifications are on. I'll see you in your email. And that's it. Stay strong. Keep being you. Don't forget to express yourself. Can't wait to conquer anxiety with you. Bye.